I guess was it going? What was going? Well, it is, and I want to talk out to my people out there who want to go against Max Dungslinger. You shouldn't do that because you're going against the Lord and what the Lord preaches. I want to say that, if you give me money, you will be blessed because Max Dungslinger has to say. So that's what I have to say about that. There have been a lot of detractors out there. I have had plans that didn't come to fruition. And I think it's all because of Satan. It's not because God said that I shouldn't be doing that. It's all because of Satan. So what we have here is a deal where I am begging for money. Okay. GoFundMe account and all this stuff where I need a new house and I don't want to pay for it. I mean, I don't really want to work at all. So that's up to the body of Christ to do, not for me. Somebody else could do that for me, and then I'll build a house. And I need a new ministry headquarters. All right, I need a ministry headquarters. Where I don't actually preach to people and don't actually have a ministry, but I still want a headquarters. I want to believe in that. I think that it's very important that people have a headquarters for their beliefs, and they can go to one person, which is me. Come to me. So all I'm saying is go fund my vacation property. And did I say vacate? I shouldn't have said that. I should have said my ministry headquarters. Go fund that. And go fund all the other stupid crap that I'm doing. Oh man, we have some max power slipping into my head. But so, what we have is people out there aren't donating enough money that I can actually get my 100 acres. And I can't buy like 2 or 3 houses with what you're donating. I don't understand what your problem is. Why would you do that to me? You're putting me in the street. Do you realize that my wood burning stove didn't work for 3 weeks and I was out of coal? You people didn't support me. You people. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. What I want to talk about today is a new exciting thing that isn't really for God, but I want to, have a house closer to the property I purchased a long, long, long ways from where I actually live. And I did that because I'm an idiot. And it's your responsibility to pay for that. You got to pay for gas. You got to pay for the cars. It's not really, I made stupid choices and it's your responsibility to pay for this stuff. It's how could it be mine? I am a prophet of God. How could it possibly be my fault? How could it I mean, like, that whole idea is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Um, so what it comes down to is every video that I do, I am going to beg for money. Uh, but if you don't give me money, you're not a Christian. Okay, it's we're cutting the line there. If you don't give me money, you're not a Christian. Just so we know what the hell you're talking about. All right. We have all sorts of chat going up. Who wants to talk to Max Dungslinger? Oh, this is going to be a big one to go through. Robert Breaker is on here. Interesting. Robert, you charlatan. Am I a Democrat? No. I hate everybody equally. I hate everybody equally, unless they're German. Then they're okay. We do our thing. Whoever wants to ask Dungslinger questions, go ahead and ask them. Oh, I'm in for a bunch of fun now. The basis of this entire live stream, someone to put away this entire thing that says that I am basically a Christian for the money, and I'm Christian for doing this, that, or the other thing. Okay. I am not, even though I might make a bastardization out of scripture. I might do that. But really, the point is the money. The point is we need money to come into our ministry. I call it a ministry. I have a website. It must be a ministry. I need that money to come in so I can buy property. And I can maybe buy a four-wheeler, this stuff. And that's how it is. How it is. How much dung can a Dunslinger sling if a Dunslinger could swing down? All right. All right, Robert. All right, Robert. If you want to come on and ask Dunslinger questions, you can certainly do that. I put the link up there. No, I think it's. I'm not going to take my whole costume off to go back out of character, okay? I did an hour video of this guy basically begging for money. So give me a break here. Give me a break. All right, we'll go back. We're going to be Max Dungslinger. So anyways, you guys need to come out and go fund me because I don't have enough property and my truck is rusty. I need one of those. I also need a four-wheeler because I bought so much property that I need a four-wheeler to go out there and go deal with it. And, of course, Bible teaching, Lot wasn't saved. Noah wasn't saved. And if you believe that, you're obviously lost. People who believe in the Trinity, you're lost. I'm going to say that. And I just need more money that people can give me. I need to buy stuff. Do people not understand the fact that I need to buy stuff? And I don't understand, I have all these people. I have had a pile driver out there who's trying to come after me. And, he doesn't understand that I need money from other people that I don't, of course, get myself, but I need money so that he can actually make my life better. They don't understand that. Oh. Well, I guess I have all sorts of chat. Everybody has something to say against me. And it's not, I don't know why people are against me. I don't. I preach King James Bible. That's all I preach. They're mad because I'm getting a mobile home. And mad because I'm buying 80 acres in Maine. They're mad because of that. I don't understand. I mean, like, who would be mad? You're buying 80 acres. You haven't worked in 20 years. Who would be mad? Who would be mad about that? Crazy. People are crazy. People are crazy out there. Anyone has questions out there for me, go ahead and put them up and I'll be sure not to answer them because I'm Max Dungslinger. I'm never going to answer any of your questions. I'm just not. Yeah, everyone's having fun. That's cool. Well, I think I have to come up here and say that obviously, if you're interracially married, you're lost. That's just what I say. And because I say that, that is a firm conviction from the Bible. And I'm also going to say that if you don't believe the modalism, like I believe, then obviously you're lost. So that's what we're doing here. But the main focus of this live stream is that I really need money because I bought my property, and I bought it. It was like 100 miles away. So I have to go on there and go drive. And you guys have to pay my gas money, obviously. But I want more than that. I actually want a house that's closer. So if you guys could put up like 20, $30,000 each, and I could buy a house that's a little bit closer to where my vacation property home is, that would be really great. That would be really great. So, yeah. If you don't do that, then you're not Christian. I mean, you're not supporting a Bible believing pastor. You bad people out there. Bad people. I will check chat a little bit. Aaron, good. You can be a deacon as long as you don't punk me. You know, so it is. Okay, you got about 10 seconds to ask questions for Max Dungslinger. And then I'm going to go back to me. All right. Book of Relief, Chalk Talk. You see, I saw that there's this other guy out there who's really popular. There's a couple of them, Peter Ruckman, and then this other guy. And they actually draw things out on the board. And I thought that after 10 years of preaching, I might start doing that myself to get me more subscribers. So that's why I do, and I call it a chalk talk, even though I can't draw. I call it a chalk talk. I can't draw, but I'll go up there and try and mimic what these other people are doing because it's going to get me more money. That's the basis of it. I'm going to get more money. I mean, obviously, I could go out there and go look at these other people. But no, I am a selfish enough person where I say, I'm just going to steal it and do it for myself and not give credit to anybody else. Because, that's who I am. I'm Max Dungslinger. All right. Joyce, do you use a real chalkboard or paper hanging on the wall? I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm going to go out of character now. Oh no. Here we go. Greetings, all. It's Max. We're back. I'm doing a thing here. Glad everyone's having fun. Friday night, a lot of people up here. I'm glad everyone is having fun. and doing their thing. Anyone who wants to come up, I think I put the link up for Hangouts. Go ahead. It's really about the whole thing. I did, offline videos about what the gift who keeps on giving, about his videos. And I'm just kind of doing a thing right now because I was ticked, By the time I got done with it, after about an hour, I was really ticked. And it all comes down to, give me money, man. Just give me some money. And that really kind of ticked me off. The guy is doing. But that's all it is. His last 4 videos are give me money. Oh, I had a pellet stove, but you don't have a furnace? I mean, that is so. You don't have a furnace, but you have a pellet stove. And he let his child and his wife freeze for 2 weeks because he didn't want to fire up his furnace. What? I mean, talk about people who are bad people. Bad people. I'm trying to figure out where I am here. There we go.
Hi, Max.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, I wanted to come and say hi. How's it? Everything, Max?
Oh, man. We were talking about the weather before. It snowed for a little bit, but 3-4 inches. No big deal.
Right.
And then it rained for the next 18 hours. I mean, rained, not like a drizzle. It literally rained. And now it's 15 degrees outside. So it all turned to ice. And yeah, it sucks. My snowblower can't blow the snow. And, that's how it is. It's really bad. But, we'll see how it goes. It's what we have to deal with up here in Minnesota.
Yep.
I guess you didn't have any questions for Max Dungslinger?
No.
Nah, I don't. I have an hour-long video on the one that he did about something about YouTube and him or something like that, and everything the guy said was a lie, like every single thing. And I'm like, I'm ticked about that. I can't sit there and watch somebody who just completely lies after lie after lie after lie after lie. And it's not a thing where, we have people who I disagree with about doctrine and stuff like that. They're not people who are just putting out their doctrine and this is why they believe it. He is legitimately lying. I mean, He is lying. He knows what the deal is, and he is just lying.
Yep. That's why I will continue to make videos on Dungslinger. I'm never going to stop.
Oh, yeah. And Ed came out with the videos. It was like, you can email me all you want. I'm still going to pound this guy.
Yep.
And it's what there is to it. And I am still going to come out with Max Dungslinger. I'm still going to come out with doing funny videos and things like that. It's who I am. You know, I mean, I really actually want to move into Christian entertainment because I think that will get more people saved and draw more people to Christianity.
Good.
But, you know, this doctrine issue has to really be figured out as we start right now. And, you know, I can't believe it. His whole doctrine is basically, I need a four-wheeler. That's his doctrine. Give me money, I need a four-wheeler. And that, I can't believe that people follow him over that.
And he did another video against the Trinity today, and that's why I had to do my video this morning, my time. And it features Bible Barine and Robert Breaker on the Trinity, and Jay Downer and Rob are correct on the Godhead, and Brian's wrong, clearly wrong.
Yeah. Well, here's my deal is Brian's messing with the salvation issue with all that stuff. And that is the problem. I literally could not give two craps about if somebody believes that God is three parts or modalism or whatever. I don't care. I really don't care. You have the basics of the gospel. You're fine. Go ahead. And I don't care if you believe how salvation worked in the Old Testament and stuff like that, and you're changing with that. I don't care. When you start making that as like, hey, you're not saved unless you believe like this, you're really out there. I mean, you're really out there. And it doesn't matter if that is true or not, whatever people are saying, but you're adding to the gospel. And that's a really huge deal. You know, a lot of all of the different not dispensations, but you know, all the different groups out there that call themselves Christian, they all have their own idea. But I don't think that they've really, you know, nailed down you have to believe like this unless you're not saved unless you believe like us. There's not too many. There's a couple, but not too many. Brian is most definitely, if you don't believe like me, you're not saved. And that's a mind blower. Mind blower for a lot of different reasons. Valerie, hey, what's up?
I'll have a look at some of the comments.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too.
Yep, I agree. Rob, salvation is faith alone. Yep, that's right. Paul's message. I agree, Rob. Yeah, you was referring to his comment, Max.
Yeah. Rob's online.
Yeah, Rob's commenting. Rob, if you want to, Rob, why didn't you come and say hello?
Yeah, I'm going through a new computer kind of crap myself, so I don't know I saw Rob on there earlier, but
Yep.
I have to go through and figure out what I'm doing here. So what do you think of the old lumberjack? What do you think about that guy?
Lumberjack. Who's lumberjack? I don't know. I'm sorry, Max.
Oh yeah, well, somebody proclaims himself to be a lumberjack, as well as a pastor, as well as big Bible teacher.
Are you talking about the guy in Maine?
Yeah, I'm talking about that guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to go away from using his name.
Okay, okay. Yeah, like it angers me that he's sending people to hell with a false gospel and lies and saying it doesn't say anything of three persons in the Bible when it does. Jay Downer read passages in the Bible where it does, but where Jesus calls God his Father, and even Rob read passages. So clearly, Brian Dellinger is a liar. The guy from Maine. If you want me to say that, then
Well, he has his deal, and the only thing I can understand about what he is actually teaching comes to give me money. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a bad deal. Kind of a bad deal. I'm sorry. I'm switching back and forth between all this stuff, and it's hard for me to learn this on the fly. That's the way that it is. How you doing, Jason?
yeah,
For you it's summertime, isn't it?
yeah, it is. Yeah, a nice t-shirt. Yep. Yeah, yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Yep,
Yeah.
on the Saturday afternoon here.
So it's like 65 or something like that.
The temp, because we don't go by Fahrenheit. I'll type in 9 MSN weather Sydney, and I'll
Yeah, you're in the future, like by like 18 hours. It's crazy.
hang on, mate. I'm just I can tell you the temp over here. 27 degrees Celsius. So it wasn't so far it's 27, but
that's like 75 degrees, man.
Yeah, yep. 30 degrees by maybe about 2 o'clock. They think, but out west it'll be hotter though. But yeah, I'm fine. It's not as hot as yesterday.
I got 17 degrees here, man. I got 17 degrees. You're sitting down there, you're out there with your mojito or whatever on the beach, right?
I'm a half an hour drive away from the beach.
Yeah.
Where I am, though.
I sent you guys, Valerie and Robert, I sent you the link as I'm fumbling through my stuff. Sorry, I'm not a great host at the moment, but you know, so it is what it is. So yeah. I guess they're talking to themselves. All right. Well, the reason I'm doing this live stream is I did an hour-and-a-half long deal, which is a regular rendered video, and I point out the faults with Mr. What do I call the guy? Idiot. The gift. I mean, I pointed out the stuff, and I thought it would be appropriate to do a video where I'm acting like he is. And I'm being silly. Of course. That's what I did. And that video is going to be up at some point in time, but that's what it is. People want to believe in your lordship salvation, but lordship salvation, at the end of the road, it always comes down to how much money can you give me? Every single time. How much work in? I don't really want to work, but if I can just give this guy money. Catholics have been doing this for 1,000 years. Okay? I mean, it's the same thing. It is the exact same thing. This guy thinks he created it. I'm a King James Bible believer only. That's what he says. And then when you show him wrong in the King James Bible, he has nothing to say. Amazing. Amazing. Funny. Funny stuff. All right, so I have no idea what's going on my channel now.
Maybe it'll be just us two tonight on the live chat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, that's the way it is.
That's fine. Did you guys get the right link? I'd like to know that. But, you know, whatever.
I got the from the chat. I scrolled up.
Yeah. That's all on the same screen for me. But
yep.
to email people and go back and forth, it's all different. All right. So what do you think, man? Who's the biggest heretic out there?
Of who I know is the guy from Maine. That's the one I really know of. The guy from Maine on salvation, I believe he's got wrong, and on the Godhead he's got wrong, and I just don't trust what he teaches at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't. It's pretty weird coming from a camp who used to actually support the guy for a long time, a couple of years probably, support the guy, and go into this is the most nuts bag thing you can possibly teach. And I don't think it was my understanding that changed. I think it was his money changed. And he says, well, I can start my own cult and I can get some money. And that's what he's doing.
Yep. I used to be a fan of him. Right? I used to watch him to 2015, 2016. I started to see him go downhill from then on.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think that he really had anything to himself to begin with. I think it was really all just copying and pasting what Peter Ruckman was doing.
Hi,
And
Valerie. I'm in the comments, so I just Valerie said hello at the Bill ABC TV.
yeah, well, Valerie, you can come on. I sent you a link.
Yep. But her battery or whatever, yeah, you're welcome to come on. The more the merrier. Anyway.
Yeah, anyone can actually come on and talk about and talk about what we're doing. I started off and doing a sort of a satire thing, and that was just what it was. But anyone who wants to come up and go talk, you can go talk. I have the link up there. Not a big deal. I don't intend to go for a huge amount of time. The topic is pretty much centered around the heresies of a certain somebody, and that's what it is. And if you want to come up and talk about it, I think it's funny that certain somebody goes out there and they go and attack little kids. You know, I mean, it might be disrespectful to call them little kids, but young people, and debunk them as opposed to attacking somebody like me or somebody like Ed Feniger. Why would you do that? Because it's easy. There is no point in attacking these kids. Just shows you.
And
just shows you what kind of people they are.
When Jeremy and Tim had Book of Relief on, that Book of Relief got Brian had no answers.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There was here's the whole thing about that live stream. They never debunked anybody they were trying to debunk. Never. Yep. At any point. You know, I didn't listen to the last hour of it, so I don't know about the last guy. I can't talk about that. But the first 2 or 3 guys that were up there for the first hour, they never debunked anything they said at all. So I understand things are off the cuff, and I understand things, you know, people aren't going to be as right on the ball as they normally would. But everything they said was completely wrong.
Yep.
I mean, off the cuff, live, everything that, do I have to do it? Everything that Dungslinger said, everything Rod of Idiocy said, everything the other idiot said, completely wrong. Every single thing for the first hour and a half. Okay? And yes, some people did make some mistakes, but they capitalize on these mistakes. People are going off the cuff. They capitalize on, well, oh, you said salvation, this, that, the other thing. Well, they're capitalizing on that and not really addressing the major points that the guy killed you on. I mean, he literally slam dunks you. And what do you have to do? You're going to nitpick about he has ear hair or something stupid? I mean, it's really dumb. And that was that whole thing. And that's when Brian comes out of the closet. It's really funny. Oh, I use his name. Crap. Can't do that.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me. Either way, it doesn't bother me if you Did you use his name?
Well, you know, I try to not use it because
Okay.
it gives them more. Who is Brian Denlinger? And then people are going to look him up.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, that's how it is. That's how it is. Not a big deal, but
Yep.
I don't know how much bigger of a dirtbag you could actually be and like live with yourself. He is lying on camera, like lying. When he does his little, you know, he does his sermon stuff. But then when the real truth is when you get this guy online and you get him live. Now, I am a guy, I am the same guy. You call me up on the phone.
That's right.
Videos. I am the same dude. It doesn't matter what media of communication you're using. Brian Denlinger is completely different. And then he gets up and does a live thing. And he shows himself to be a complete liar by everything that comes out of the guy's mouth. He's a complete liar. Like, wow. Wow. And, you know, no wonder the guy doesn't go on live streams. No wonder. I mean, because he looks like an idiot. He literally looks like an idiot. The dude saying Lot wasn't saved. Well, 2 Peter 2. I mean, you're just going to say Lot wasn't saved, and he's going to go up there and smack his King James Bible and saying that he's the right guy. Whoa, you're wrong. I mean, he's not going to go out there and go do that. Nope. He'll make his little videos and say, "Oh, my property is 100 miles away from me. I need cash money to go down there." You know, I mean, what the heck, man? It's really sad. I don't think that, you know, he follows Peter Ruckman and stuff like that. I don't think Ruckman ever cried because he didn't have gas money to go to this property. I don't think it ever happened. I mean, come on. Peter Ruckman had a church. Peter Ruckman actually had a school. Peter Ruckman did a lot of stuff. What has Brian Denlinger done?
Nothing.
What, like literally, what has the guy done?
Nothing.
I mean, as far as works, I'm sure that some people probably got saved through his ministry. Sure. But works, you got nothing. And what does Brian Denlinger preach? He preaches works.
Lordship salvation.
He absolutely does. And like, you don't do works yourself, but you're preaching everybody else has to do works to give you money and the fruit of their labor because you call yourself a pastor. Wow. I mean, that's a special kind of stupid. Sorry to say it. It's a special kind of just being a dirtbag. And it's unfortunate, you know. I like Brian for a long time, but he was just copying Peter Ruckman. And then Ruckman died, and then he went off into his own thing, and he's making up his own theology. Well, okay. But got to talk about that and got to warn people about that.
That's right.
People out there basically have nothing to offer. What does Brian Denlinger have to offer the body of Christ? What does he have?
Nothing.
Not that I can see.
No.
Yeah, offers you a life. Well, you might be saved, but you might not be saved. And that's not Christianity. That's not what it is. I know Ed came out with a video about Arminianism and Calvinism. And we'll be talking about that. Hopefully, you know, Robert's still around. We'll talk about that on Tuesday, and we're talking about pretty much free will, Calvinism, Arminianism. We've already done this before, but we're going to talk about it in a little bit different context. And you know, there's nothing wrong with going back over the same old stuff we've done, and hopefully. All right, we got more peoples. There we go. John Fortier. Is that how I pronounce that?
Hey?
Is that how I pronounce that?
You can say John or Frenchie. Frenchie is fine.
Frenchie?
Yes!
I'm going to call you Frenchie. Pepe Le Pew.
and what's the name of the other gentleman there?
I'm
Jason.
I'm Australia, mate.
Okay.
It's nice and warm. Summer here.
Oh yes, I know. I've seen the news. You guys have you're in Australia and you guys are having 42 degrees, I think, or something like this.
That's more in country New South Wales and in South Australia. It's been about 30, 35 in Sydney the last few days.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.
Celsius. Yeah, yep.
And you, Mr. Max, how are you doing?
I'm working out my thing right now. Can you hear me?
Is it working good? Is it how's the new PC going?
It's going good. Can you actually hear me?
Oh yes, very well. Sound is really clear and very
well, I have been going for the last live streams and the last everything off of my webcam microphone, apparently. And I realized when I looked over when you connected, I'm like, my microphone is not even turned on.
No.
And I'm talking into the microphone and it's not even turned on. So
your sound is a lot better than last week when we had the sound is really present here now. It's like you're in this room right here. It's really good.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I got that one figured out. Yeah, well, Robert, you want to come on? Valerie, I think I sent you the email. If you didn't get it, I'll try it again.
Come on, I want to say hello, mate.
Yep. You're gonna ask for salvation again, mate? Right?
Who's me?
You're gonna ask for salvation again? You know who mate is. It's Jason.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, me, I don't ask anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. You get up there into heaven. You're gonna be Jesus sitting there and be like, why are you asking me all this? You're already saved.
Yeah.
I believe in the gospel. My faith is in Jesus.
All right, so we're doing our thing, and I did the Max Dungslinger thing for a little bit, and the more of this, you know, I literally don't really watch this guy's videos, but the ones that I do just tick me off so much that we have the whole get up, we have the whole thing of how, and it literally all comes down to money with this guy. Man, you're gonna teach crap and you're gonna ask for nickels. What's going on?
I've got to go to the bathroom. I'll be 1 minute.
All right, man. Well, as I'm clicking through all of my stuff and figure out where my stuff is, I think I sent out the link to
It was
Robert.
there.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. But Robert answered that he was really busy to answer a few emails and phone calls and stuff like that. Valerie answered them too because he was really busy.
No problem.
Yeah, a lot of people tonight. I didn't know you were coming on, so I said, "Hey, let's check if it's
Yeah, nobody does. I kind of do things kind of spur of the moment. And now we got Anglican.
Yo.
How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good.
Do you have a good Christmas and all that?
I did, yeah. I made a video where I responded. Somebody posted this comment about me, accusing me of being a secret Roman Catholic. So, yeah.
Well, I'm like I said, we have to do a live stream specifically on that because isn't Anglican basically Roman Catholicism with like a little tweak to it?
No,
it isn't. All right. Well, you'd have to tell me all about that because that's kind of the way that I always took it.
Well, even though I made some joke comments in the chat, I am not a Jesuit or a Roman Catholic. So.
Oh man, you're Jesuit. No, I am legitimately curious about that. So
we're living the 2 Peter 3:3, right? We got scoffers everywhere, and it's not gonna get more easy for us. That's for sure. That is for sure.
Yeah. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad. Great is your reward, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
Yep. And this verse is? You got to write down the verse for people to see.
It's Matthew 5:11 through 12.
Okay, I'll put it down for you.
I don't really have anywhere I could write it down, so if you want to get that, that's it.
Yeah, on the chat.
No, I'm curious. I guess we can do it now because right now we really don't have a topic. It was me being off the cuff and doing a comedy thing when I started. So now I'll just ask you, and you're feeding back the microphone.
Back, I think they're from High Church there.
Yeah, you're feeding back with the microphone. I want to ask, what is the actual difference between how you were raised? Were you raised in the Catholic Church?
Yes, I was actually, but later on, my parents stopped caring about it.
Yeah. Okay, so then, what made you change from the Catholic Church to the Anglican?
Well, I got saved 3 years ago, but my parents, they're essentially like a weird combination of paganism, atheism, and Catholicism now.
Yeah, everybody's family is. It's kind of how it goes.
Hello?
It's just really strange more than anything else. It's just really stupid and strange.
Yeah, well, what made you change from Catholicism to Anglicism?
Well, a friend of mine, he introduced me to the gospel and stuff.
And the Anglicans had it and the Catholics don't.
Okay.
Valerie, hey, what's up?
Testing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Your camera's not working.
No, I'm not on my PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Church, you should turn off. You probably have two windows open, one for the Hangout and one for the YouTube. And the one from YouTube is giving feedback. So if you want to turn the volume off of this one.
I don't think that's me.
No,
it's
that's
not
not
you.
you. That's
Church.
iChurch.
Yeah. That's better.
I think
There
it's
we go.
good now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Because I do that too. I do have my Hangout window
Mm.
and I do have my YouTube window, but the YouTube window I turn off the volume.
yeah, you have to. You have to on this. And that's why I generally say, you can come on the live stream, you can do whatever you want, but have some headphones. Because it's otherwise everything is going to feed back.
Yeah.
Laptops and things like that, they actually turn off the microphone when things are playing through the speakers.
Yeah.
And that's why Robert can pretty well get away with it. I don't know for certain, but he didn't have feedback. But you're always going to get feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So have some headphones.
But
Contain your feedback, man.
I don't need headphones.
Yeah, you don't. You must be working on a laptop or something.
He's
PC.
in
A
he's
PC.
Jason. Jason's in the future. He already knows what you're going to say.
Yeah, he's already flying around in a spaceship.
in the webcam is my microphone.
Yeah. Yeah, and the webcam was my microphone for the last, hour or something, and until I changed it.
And last week too.
That was crap. I hated that. I didn't like that. I got my big microphone.
I know. Yeah, you lost your deepness in your voice the last couple
Yeah,
streams.
I sound like a little kid. I mean, take 15 years off my life right there. That's how it is.
Well, this is great because I always wondered if I could join on my tablet.
Yeah.
Or on another device, but you can't.
And you don't have a camera.
Well, you have to have some kind of a cute picture or something up there. Otherwise, it's just a black thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised that my photo didn't come
black
up.
Thing.
Oh, are you racist, Max?
Can't be a black thing.
Are you racist?
I don't like what I hear.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna get banned off YouTube now.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how in that, I'm trying to figure out how I have 10 years of plugging stuff in my computer, and it's going to take longer than just a few days for me to get my stuff back together.
But
that's
Max,
just how it is.
I'm very disappointed in you tonight.
Oh, I'd imagine.
Yeah, because you don't have a special hat, either Christmas, New Year,
I had the hat
or a toque, or anything.
I had the hat. I had all the stuff. I had all the stuff to begin this video. Don't tell me you're crap. I'm not a good enough entertainer. I did all that stuff.
Yeah.
I did all that stuff. Yeah.
So I was working on my PC. I was working on a video. I haven't rendered yet because my battery died on me. So that's why I'm on my other device.
Yeah.
I could plug it in, but I'm not going to. It's kind of late anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of late. We've been going for like an hour or something like that.
Have you?
Yeah, and I'm not. This isn't a.
What's the topic?
Max Dungslinger.
Oh.
Topic. Yeah, that was the topic. Right.
Max, you got to get over this.
No, I'm not. That guy hurt me, and he's hurting other people, and he's continuing to hurt other people with his crap. That's not going to stop.
You're a stalker, apparently.
No. Well, the guy has committed a felony against me. I can do whatever I want against him. No. I can do whatever I want. And that's how it is. And that was sort of the basis and just kind of a play around. And, it was nice that Robert came up, and apparently he's still up there. We have, sort of a plan. We're working on something for Tuesday. And we're going to talk about free will. And Anglican, I want to talk to you about doing a separate live stream about just talking about the Catholic Church and the Anglican Church, and just talking about the differences between it.
Wait, I have to ask you a question. Have you consulted the Jesuits first? Because I had some plans with them.
You know, the Jesuits were my second go-to, but I figured since I already had an in with you, that you might put in a good word for the Jesuits with me, and they might actually let me run the world as the New World Order. I was hoping that would take place, but you know,
I'm working with the Jesuits against Brian Denlinger.
there you
Like
go.
they're going to produce content.
Well, that's a good thing, and I'm willing to back the Jesuits as long as they give me 10 cents off gasoline at the local co-op. Because I need to fill up my tank. Jesuits like me, give me 10 cents off a gallon. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I could use 50 cents off the gallon. The cheapest gas here is like $2.99. So like cut 50 cents off.
Wow. Where do you live?
California.
Gas here is $2.13.
Well, we have really expensive gas here because of all the stupid taxes and the regulations too. The blending regulations make it more expensive.
Well, I'm sure the Jesuits we could work it out with them.
Okay, well, I'm hoping they get me a discount. They can cut 50 cents off of every gallon of gas.
You're just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, it's obviously the Jesuits who do it.
I guess, but
why would gas prices be that so outrageous? It has to be the Jesuits.
I guess so. The Jesuits are just everywhere and under every corner. Jesuits done it. But anyways, I'll give them a good word for you. Maybe they could get 10 cents off of your gas.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. So yeah, there isn't a actual topic for what I was doing. It was a Ask Max Dungslinger. What you think? And so I was doing Max Dungslinger, and then I have other stuff that's coming out that's already recorded and going to be put up on Patreon and as well as my regular channel.
Can he turn his speaker down?
Hold on. I'm working on interracial propaganda. Sorry about that.
Oh.
High Church Anglican.
Yeah. I'm working on interracial, race mixing propaganda with the Jesuits.
Okay. Could you do it quieter?
Yeah, can you do it quietly?
That's a little tough. All right, there we go. Anyway,
that's better.
So thank you all. Just doing a fun thing tonight. Didn't really have too much of a topic other than I've been watching a certain so-and-so and decided I was going to make, kind of a, what do you call that? Who is running up and down the stairs?
John, he's doing something.
Oh, I was just typing because Robert just said this was just an excuse for all to get together as a fellowship.
Oh.
And I just answered, yes, indeed. This is what it was.
You guys are stomping up and down the stairs.
Oh, it's just when I use my keyboard.
Sounds like you're stomping up and down the stairs.
Actually, the real purpose of this is that we're all Jesuits and we're working to plot against Brian Denlinger. We're all Jesuits.
Well, obviously, everybody is against Brian Denlinger. That is the excuse. He is 100% correct, and his knowledge is way better than everybody else. And if you don't believe like him, you're lost. It's a comical thing, which is why I do satire, because it's so comical. Unless you do satire, people don't see it. They don't see it. I'm like, do you not see this guy talking out of one side of his mouth, the other side of his mouth? Do you not see this? Unless you do a satire of it, people don't see it.
Extra Brian Denlinger nola salus. No salvation outside of Brian Denlinger.
There isn't.
No, it's not possible according to the Bible.
No, according to Brian Denlinger, in the Bible. And he'll take his Bible and he'll go, I get my doctrine from the Bible, And everyone out there, open your Bibles. If you don't open your Bible and you're just listening to people preaching who are playing a video game or something, they're not really into the Bible. I got you saying Lot was lost. And then I opened the scriptures and showed you to be a lying heretic. What more can I do?
You can agree with them. That's what you can do.
I can believe that. It's like, yeah, I play video games and listen to preaching too, because some of these, you know, like Robert comes out and they're usually an hour and a half long, something like that, or somebody else, and I'll just click it on and I'll play a video game as I'm listening to it. But that's kind of what you do. I can't just sit here and watch this stuff. I have other crap to do. And he's making fun of the fact that you're not programmed and you're not witnessing and you're not centered in on what I am saying and you're not reading your Bible. And then when you read the Bible, you actually look up what he's talking about. He is completely wrong. I mean, you cannot be farther wrong than saying Lot was a lost man.
I'm gonna go in a few minutes. Right, I gotta work. Unlike Brian Denlinger, I work for a living. But
oh, come on, dude, just get a Patreon. Come on.
Well, anyways, I was gonna say Fortnite, that video game Fortnite, it's a damnable heresy. If you play it, you're not saved.
Absolutely. If you play any video games, you're not saved. Especially
Fortnite, though.
Well, obviously, if you play Scrabble or something like that on your phone, you're going to hell. I mean,
like Fortnite is the equivalent of blaspheming the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, there you go. The holiness of holies would not allow you to play Fortnite.
No, it would not. It is a damnable heresy, and you better repent of it before it's too late.
Yep.
If you can repent. I don't know if you can repent because people who play Fortnite can't be.
You're already done. As soon as you click install on that, you're already going to hell. Obvious.
Yeah, I'm going to go the Steven Anderson route. If you play it, you're a reprobate and you can't be saved.
There you go. Yep.
And somebody told me, like who tried to argue Steven Anderson's reprobate doctrine, he said, well, where's an example of homosexuals in the Bible getting saved? Something as stupid as that.
No.
So anyways, I'll see you later. I got to go work for a living and do this terrible thing called a job.
Oh, man. You don't need that. You need to go out and go start a ministry.
Yeah, the internet will feed me.
There you go. The internet will feed. All right. Good night.
Okay. Good night, Thomas.
All right. So that's what we got. And as far as for topics, like I said, I don't really have anything. I did an hour-long commentary on Brian's video about YouTube, and I'm still triggered. I'm still triggered about it.
It's gonna be a long night for you, isn't it?
No.
No.
I'm shutting down as soon as I eat something.
Okay.
I haven't eaten all day either. As soon as I eat something, I'll just fall asleep.
Feel better.
But, yeah.
I think you're losing sleep over Mr. Dungslinger.
No, I'm not losing sleep over him. It just you know, there are things that I have to do in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll talk about this funny thing. Welcome to Minnesota. We got 4 inches of snow last night. I was out there. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was out there and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to plow snow. I have a huge snowblower. Huge.
4 inches?
Yeah, about that.
Oh, okie dokie.
And then I woke up ready to plow snow the next morning, and it was raining. My snowblower doesn't work in the rain.
No.
I mean,
no.
You're throwing slosh and stuff. And now today, it's 15 degrees outside. It's glare ice everywhere. So it's pretty much about as terrible as you can get.
I saw that on the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got lots of ice sheets.
If I got
But-
if I actually got a foot and a half of snow, I'd be like, fine. I don't care. I'll put gas in the snowblower. I'm fine.
Well,
But
you should try 4 feet of snow when we
I
get
had
those
that-
lake
I had
effects. It's crazy.
Yeah, I had that last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had about 4 feet in my driveway. But my snowblower can go through it. That's fine. But
Yeah.
it's not there to like pitch water. And
No.
it rains all day.
But Max, you could add lemon and sell some slushies.
Yeah. I don't think anyone wants a slushy out here. They're all freezing their butt off.
You gotta be careful, because if you pick up some slush on the side of the driveway and it's already been yellow, you shouldn't
Oh,
take
no.
it.
No.
Hey Max, you should come to Newfoundland.
Yeah, I'm sure I could. Probably not unless it's like nice out there.
Oh, it's very nice. We have a little bit of snow. It lasts about an hour or two, and then because of the salty water, everything melts down. We go 1 or 2 degrees above zero, so that would be 33, 34, 36. Everything is melting.
All you salty people out there.
Well, that's the ocean, right? So
yeah,
it's very nice to breathe, though.
It won't be very long before we're moving.
Okay.
People can look me up on Zillow and they see, oh, I paid $37,000 for my house and it's worth 110 or something. It's like, yeah, this place sucks. We're leaving. Yeah.
You could become a Canadian.
No. I went to Canada. I went on the vacation that I went with, and I paid $150 to go to Canada with your stupid passport crap. I went up there. It was crap. I didn't like it.
Where did you go?
North Minnesota. What do you think? Highway 95 or something that goes all the way up the coast?
There's nothing up there. There's nothing up there, Max.
You have nothing.
There's nothing up there. You got to go either west or east.
Oh, the Canadians.
When you go up 95, it comes in New Brunswick. That's where it ends out.
Come on. I have more going on in Glencoe than you guys got going on in Canada. Don't give me this crap.
I worked in Glencoe.
You worked in Glencoe?
Yeah. Where I work, it's 132 Glencoe Drive. That's where I work.
Oh, in Canada.
Well, it's a Glencoe. A Glencoe. Once you've seen a Glencoe, you've seen them all. They're all the same, right?
They probably are. I won't probably disagree with you on that, but yeah.
The Tuesday live stream, Max, are you going to be talking about free will?
Yep, that's the plan.
Okay. Is that Romans 9? Is that where you're going?
I am not going
to Scripture.
No, I am. But I am probably going to stick with like Genesis, and I'm going to go to different places. I have my own ideas about that, and
I do too, because that's why I asked. But
well,
anyway.
We'll see. You can shoot me an email of the scriptures you're looking at, and I'll keep them in my mind. I'll know what you're talking about. But no, for free will, I'm pretty much gonna stick with the basics of the Bible in the very, very beginning, and not, I know Robert has different ideas about salvation through different dispensations. So he'll have that idea, but I really want to go, to the basis of it. It's like,
the ABCs.
Did Adam have free will, or did he not have free will?
ABC,
you go from from Adam to the other people.
He probably had free will before Eve came along.
Oh no.
Who's Eve?
You're just wrecking the whole thing for women out there.
Well, that's why God created Adam first. Anyway.
Wrecking everything. All right, so that's what we're looking at. Anglican, I want to talk about him about Catholics and Anglicans, and it was going to be Tuesday that we'll do a free will thing, and everyone Robert thinks this is going to be a really quick thing, and I'm like, no, not really, because you're covering Calvinism, Arminianism, and what
as
people
well
are
as
teaching,
as well as people have their own ideas and their own
people that make up their own religions.
Well, we can all read scripture differently, so
well, you can.
It's funny how that happens, yeah.
But there are some people out there who call themselves pastors and make up their own religions. There's plenty of people out there who disagree with me, and that's fine.
Maybe they built their own Bible. Maybe they went to build a Bible.
Right.
Built their own doctrine.
Well, if you look at some of these people, they literally built their own doctrine.
Yeah.
And that is the thing. And once upon a time, probably 4 years ago, before I started, around the time I started my channel, I was kind of the same way. I was very hardcore on what I believe. If you believe different than me, then you're obviously a heretic. And it's like, no, there's a lot of people out there who are Christians who believe a certain way because of XYZ. And it took getting pretty much raked under the coals for a long time. That I'm like, yeah. I don't agree. Well, I can come to this point where I can say I don't agree with you at all. Yes. But I understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
And I can, and as long as you don't make it a salvation issue, then
yes,
whatever.
Like Robert says all the time, as Christians, it's okay to do not agree on everything, as long as you don't call names and be condescending and call people this or stupid or stuff like that because they don't have the same opinion as yours. But as long as you respect people, yes, of course, it's good to be not always agreeing and for the same thing.
I think that was the main reason that I started doing live streams.
Mm-hmm.
I did not want to be a guy talking to the choir. Not that I have much to say, but
yes, but we don't all sing the same note, Max.
Exactly.
So
you're all flat and I am on tune. You lost people. You lost people out there. They ain't got nothing on me.
You know what I feel bad for? The people that are still lost. Well, they're not really lost, but they're still stuck in Matthew, Mark, in Luke. Well, all the four Gospels, and then that's where they stay.
Yeah, and here's a big deal, and the reason primarily, I mean, obviously, Brian Dungslinger broke the law against me. I understand that. But that was a year ago, if not more. But I have had phone calls from young kids since then who are questioning their salvation because of his teaching. And they want to talk to me about it to get the opposite respect. And it's like, wow, if I really have 10-year-olds calling me up on the phone, this guy's a nut and I need to shut it down. So that's my position on that thing.
Yeah.
Max, he doxed you twice this year.
I know.
Yep.
I know, but I don't care. I mean, he doesn't have any money for me to sue to get out of him, so it doesn't matter. What am I gonna do? Spend $3,000, $4,000 to go sue the guy so I can get nothing? I mean, it's pointless. But the people that are his followers actually called me, and one of them called me up 3 days sort of in a row, day after, something like that, in the same week. And they called me and talked about how grateful they were to listen to what I had to say and how saved they are. And the next day about how they think they're lost because they listen to what Brian had to say. And then the third day, again, I think I'm saved again, but I listened to what Brian had to say. And I'm like,
Well, there's a
oh,
reason why they feel like they have to listen to him. He's not the only one on the internet. There's lots of good people talking really good doctrine on the internet.
yeah.
And I don't know why
Exactly.
people get lured in and stuck with Brian. Like, I don't watch him. I can't stand to watch him a whole video. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I never
might
watched
watch
them
maybe-
at all.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, if that, and I just have to swipe right. I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
sometimes, like, I watch yours, Max, because I don't know, I enjoy the humor in them.
oh, you watch
but,
mine because I'm a what? You
on
think I'm a funny man? You think I'm
no,
funny?
when you expose Brian's
I'm gonna do my
videos.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
I'm gonna go, ha ha. Yeah.
Hey,
Casino?
he hasn't done a movie in a long time.
No.
Ooh.
No. Joe Pesci.
Oh. Well, I think
Anyway,
Max, I think you should have some live stream in French too. I would appreciate it.
Live stream in French. Well, you can go all whatever you want to do.
well, you can subtitle when you render it there, Max.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sit here and do the subtitles. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
If ever you come in Newfoundland, though, I'll talk to you in English.
If ever I
course.
come to
I'll show you
Newfoundland.
around, and
Yeah, you can come to. Why don't you come to Glencoe? Why don't you come down here where
Let me
it's
see-
15
let me see
degrees
where it
outside
is.
right now, 2 inches of ice,
that's
and
not
3
it.
inches of snow. Come on.
You know
out
what,
here.
Max?
That's not it.
You know what? We're all gonna come over and celebrate Passover
You
with
know
you.
what? Absolutely. You know what?
We're gonna.
Anybody
So that-
out there, you want to come over there to my place? Shoot me an email. You can come right on over, and you can sleep and play with the dog or whatever you want to do. I am not
So
one of these guys who has this fake thing going where he pretends to have a ministry or pretends to have whatever. If you're on vacation or you're taking a trip and you're going through the Midwest or something, you can stay on my couch. All right.
I've been
Open
there
offer.
before.
Yeah.
MaxBauerProductions@gmail.com. Go ahead and go for it. I'm not going to be a punk. All right. I'm going to have my shotgun cocked and loaded and ready when you show up. But other than that,
I'll bring mine then
Yeah.
too.
there you go.
I know where's Glencoe. Where's the closest KFC from your place?
Oh man, it's going to be in the cities. My wife had to go to Ohio, I think, to go to a KFC. But there is ones in the cities, but she went to she had to visit friends in Ohio or something. She went for like 4 hours away and brought back the KFC bucket that I got.
Okay. Because in Minneapolis, you must
They don't have extra crispy out there though, do you? Because you're in
No.
Canada.
Nope, we don't have extra
It's
crispy.
banned. The
I don't know
band.
why.
Here in Newfoundland, we do have KFC, and we also have Mary Brown's, which is a fresh chicken raised here with no hormones or no nothing, just fresh grain, and it's really, really good.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean,
Yeah, if you come here, I will treat you right, buddy.
Yeah, that's a cool deal. I mean, people need to start chicken restaurants where they're actually
And
real
if,
chickens.
of course, if you like fish and chips, we do have many places here, and nobody will serve you frozen fish and chip. It's all fresh from the day.
Yeah.
It has to be. If you open a restaurant and you serve some fish that was caught yesterday,
You got sunfish?
what is a sunfish?
You just said you had
Sunfish.
sunfish.
No,
Yeah,
saltfish.
Salted fish. Salted.
Ooh, salted fish.
Salted fish for if you want to cook something else, but the fish and chips, it's fresh caught from the day. It's really, really good.
Yeah, we do the same
It's
with perch up
mouth-watering.
here.
Hey?
We do the same thing with perch up here.
Oh, yeah.
Perch,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Canadian version of sunfish.
Yeah.
What is a sunfish?
It's the same thing as a perch,
Perch.
Oh,
but
no,
it's a
we don't
better
have
looking
that.
perch.
It's
No.
brighter, I
that's a
guess.
code. No,
It's a
no,
little
no.
bit bigger.
We don't use bottom sucking fish. No.
You're awful quiet, Jason. What's going on?
Well, Jason, it's really late in the night for him.
Is it?
No, it's only two in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, late in the night for him. He's in the future. Didn't you know that?
That's what I said.
You ask him a
late
question?
in the night.
If you ask him a question, he doesn't answer it right. He can just go zoom back and go answer it correctly because he's in the future right now.
I'm on the other side of the earth.
Awesome.
No,
What's
it's
the name
flat,
of your city?
isn't it a flat Earth?
No.
No. Nope.
Jason, what's the name of your city?
Sydney.
Sydney, Australia?
Yep.
Sydney, Wisconsin.
Oh man.
Okay. Holy moly, that's far. Look at that.
Yeah, Google Earth them.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
what I'm
far.
using now for Earth.
On
We gotta
the
get the satellites to track down Jason.
from Sydney to Los Angeles is 13 hours 45 minutes on Qantas flight.
Qantas.
Yep.
That was Qantas.
It's an airliner.
Oh, I thought it was like
Qantas.
some sort of time thing. I'm like, am I on a Qantas schedule?
I went to the United States via Qantas Airlines.
Yes. It's okay, Jason. I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Don't worry about the other two.
Well, we're not that bad. Okay, I'm gonna come up there. Let me see, where is it now? Where's Glencoe? Glencoe.
West of Twin Cities. No, I'm not kidding.
And I arrived on the 18th of June 2017, and in Los Angeles about a little bit after 7 a.m. Pacific summertime. Yeah.
Okay, Max, are you ready for this?
Yep.
You're 8,956 miles away from Jason.
So like 2 hours.
No, more like 2 days.
8,956 miles. Well, you might be able to do it in 2 hours if you get one of those F-18 or F-35.
Yeah.
But even there, it wouldn't be. What was the Concorde doing? The Concorde was New York, England, and within 4 hours, I think.
I was doing 1,400 miles an hour. Mach 2.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm going to drive my car to Australia. How's that going to work?
It won't, because there's heaps of ocean in between.
I'll have to put pontoons on the wheels.
Take the Spirit of St. Louis.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There you go.
And it was nice meeting
Just extra.
Robert in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert's in Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pensacola.
If
I was
there's
there for 3 nights.
That was cool, Jason. I
Yep.
bet you had a good time. Yeah.
Yep. Rob and his family are kind people.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it.
I'm out here, I'm in
Yeah.
the middle of nowhere, and I'm in the same position where if you're actually traveling through the country or something like that, if you give me an email and I can talk to you on the phone, I know who you are. You can sleep on my couch. I don't care.
I drove across once, Max.
Well,
I drove all the way to Vancouver.
What did you do for me recently?
Nothing.
There you go.
I used to do Montreal to Vancouver, then all the way down to Mexico, back to Montreal with the truck.
Yeah.
Every 10, 12 days. Every 10, 12
Wow.
days for many years. Yeah.
Montana is gorgeous. I love Montana.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It's a beautiful state.
Yeah.
And
All
then
the cowboys with their hats and their.
I went to New York City as well last year in late June and early July. It's so busy there. Traffic.
Oh yeah, well, it's New York.
It's New York, yeah.
Yep. And I went to a baseball game. A friend of mine over there. He took me on the 30th of June, 2017, to the not the Yankees, but the other one, the Mets. The Mets.
Oh yeah, like baseball.
Yeah. I wanted to experience it. See, because
you don't have baseball in Australia.
They do, but it's but I'm more into cricket.
Cricket, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What the heck is cricket? What the heck is that?
Well, Google it, you'll see. That's a very nice sport. It's very demanding.
It's what they play in England.
What, more than boxing or something? I mean, I don't know.
It's a
cricket.
It's a
you can use the hammer. Yes, you can use the hammer for cricket and beat people up. Yes, you can do it. You want to call that boxing.
So I can go into this sport and beat people up with a hammer.
I'll show you some videos from cricket.
No, the only thing that I thought you people had was soccer.
No,
and
that's
now you're coming out with another sport. What? Now I have to reevaluate my interpretation of the world now because you have this new sport? No. I'm not doing that.
Rugby league, rugby union, they're the winter sports, and cricket. They do play baseball.
It's one of those things you have to have a horse or something, don't you?
No, that's polo.
Whatever. This is fake sports. Fake sports.
Didn't they make a movie about that where an Australian went to New York?
Yeah, Crocodile Dundee.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
It was a good movie. It was actually a very good movie.
Right.
It was one of the first movies I watched when I was a little kid. That's why I have a big knife.
That's not a knife.
Exactly. Everybody liked that guy.
That was a good movie.
Yes, it was. As far as
everybody seems to be in the dark tonight.
We're all in the dark, except me. And I only have one light bulb. Pretty funny.
I've got no lights on. It's in the afternoon here. Yep.
It's in the afternoon and you're like in pitch black.
It's about 2:30 there now, right?
5 past 2 on Saturday afternoon.
Well,
how come you're not at the beach?
I don't want to bother catching a bus all the way out there.
Oh, you're not that close then.
A half an hour drive at least.
Oh, that's not bad.
But I don't drive it anymore.
Yeah.
Takes me half an hour to get to the lake.
Well, if you lived in the future, it wouldn't take you that long at all. You would just go there, and if it didn't work out, then you could go back and go there again because you're in the future. Right?
Yeah, you should come to Australia one day, Max.
Yeah, if I had $5,000 off the top of my cuff to bring my butt down there, I probably would, but I don't have. I don't have. I would like to go down there because apparently you guys never have winter at any point in time, and that would be nice.
Cold nights.
Hmm.
The June to July nights are freezing. I complain about the Australian winter. Our nights are cold.
June and July. You realize in the United States, where I'm from, June and July are the absolute hottest, most terrible months out of the year.
Yes,
And
August
June
is
and
bad
July
too.
in Australia, you're telling me that you're freezing?
Yep.
It's the desert.
Freezing nights. Our winter, your summer.
Well, it just snowed in Vegas the other day. That's in the desert. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, their elevation is pretty high out there, isn't it? Vegas, Flagstaff. They're like 7,000 feet, aren't they?
I'm not exactly sure, but
Oh.
California has the mountain range, and that washes away all the water, and they have deserts that kind of go on after that.
Question about Australia. Most states are on daylight saving time. New South Wales, ACT, Victoria, Tasmania, and South Australia. Only Queensland, Northern Territory, and Western Australia on standard time. So there's currently 5 time zones here.
Well, who wants to be on standard time when we have future time? Why do you want to do that?
That's right. Jason's living in the future.
He is. He's like 18 hours in the future from me.
So he will get the rapture before us?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Seriously, the rapture will happen when it happens, and it'll be the same all over the world. It'll be on whatever time. It doesn't matter being seconds.
Okay.
And it'll be all over the world. The dead in Christ rise up, and then the alive in Christ meet him in the air. From all over the world. And it'll be seconds straight.
Jason, I'm going to have you set my VCR to make sure that it records. Okay.
Right.
Yes, of course. Everyone is in the rapture is going to be caught up at the same time. But it is funny, and Jason is literally about a day ahead of everything that I do. So I always feel like I'm like on my back foot, like, what's going on? And I realize everything happens at the same time, but it is funny how today for me is tomorrow for him.
Yep.
Rob's
and it flies as well.
Yep. Rob's having a good time in the chat. Cool. I don't see any real questions for me.
I don't see chat. I don't have chat on my. I can't get it up on my tablet. Uh-oh. What did I do?
No, you just messed something up.
Uh-oh.
I don't think, Valerie, we should see those pictures that you put there.
What's
pictures?
That?
Yeah, right now you're putting some pictures that we shouldn't see, Valerie.
Oh no.
Oh no, Valerie, stop streaming them.
No. No, what are you doing?
In chat, Rob said that he's going to bed now. He's tired.
Oh, poor little muffin.
I think we're all going to bed. I've been doing a stream for a couple of hours, so we're all good to go with that.
Well, I like your streams.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a trend or it's gonna keep going, but I really enjoy it because you people are really nice, and I really enjoy that.
Hopefully, I'll still be around. I've been doing it for 5 years, so hopefully someone doesn't try and take me out. But you never know.
No.
Some of them guys out there are really hardcore. They got their neo-Nazi flag on the wall, their Confederate flag on the wall. Oh man, I can only imagine if that guy was in my town. He'd be on
Your
my
live
door.
your live streams are pretty tame, Max.
Oh yeah, I
I don't
am.
know.
I am tame when I'm dealing with people. When I'm talking to myself, no. No.
Yeah, we can't be our worst enemy. Yeah.
Yep. And what I think I will probably do is I'm gonna have to review the video that I did. It is an hour-long video regarding Brian and his lies. These like lies every friggin' minute. And because the video is so long, I'm probably gonna have to watch a bit, and I'm probably just gonna put it on Patreon. I might put it on my regular channel or not. But
Is this a new one?
yeah, it's one I
Yeah.
did just before I did the stream.
Oh,
That's why I started out with the stream being kind of a comedy, and
I didn't catch it.
well,
I'll have to go backwards.
you got
I'll have to go backwards in time.
you got about 10 minutes of Brian Dungslinger calling everybody
Oh.
yeah.
Do you think he thinks he's right?
No, I think.
Oh yes, he believes it. That's for sure.
I think he believes in some of the doctrine he teaches, but I know that he believes that if I say a certain thing, I am going to get XYZ response, and that will make me more money. There is no other way that I can actually look at what the guy has been doing and understand why he is doing it other than it is a monetary thing. And his video is all about, his last one, the one that I made my hour-long thing. This guy complains because his wood-burning stove had a problem. And he said he was basically without heat for 3 weeks. And I'm thinking to myself, is there a house that's been built in the last 200 years that doesn't have a gas furnace? Is there a house somewhere? I mean, yeah, they have wood burning stoves as a supplement to what your stuff is, but he is mainly heating off his wood burning stove. And his wood burning stove had a problem, and it took him 2 or 3 weeks to get it fixed. And it's like, so you're implying that you're freezing because it's Maine and it is the middle of the winter. He's implying that he's freezing and needs donations to fix his stuff. When it's a lie, that's a complete lie. Like, that's not his only heat. That the guy does have a furnace.
Well, it makes me question his faith then, because I don't know. I've never met the man. I've never talked to the man, but I don't know what to say. Just he's gonna regret that. He'll regret it in the long run, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And I'm not one to question people's faiths either. And I said, well, if there's a guy whose faith I'm going to question, it's going to be Brian, because it's one thing to, lie off the cuff. It's one thing to tell hyperbole. It's another thing to tell stories that kind of maybe sort of are a loose translation of what happened. But then to go out there repeatedly and tell people that if you don't believe in me, you're not a Christian. If you don't believe like I do, you're not a Christian. You don't believe like this. I have to really wonder about that stuff.
It sounds like he has a lot of growing up to do.
The little boy. Boy.
Yeah.
I think the biggest telling factor with that is the fact that his family wants nothing to do with him.
Maybe that's why he's isolated as well.
And he's isolated because he chooses that.
Yeah.
he could certainly go and talk to his family. You know, my family doesn't really reach out to me very often either, but I could talk to them anytime I want to. And it's not like they're calling me every day or anything, but I don't have a bad relationship with my family. But I'm not exactly like buddy or anything like that. His family is like, no. And he did one video with his father on it, and they were talking about paramedic stuff. And his entire family, his brothers, are all pastors. And he's talking to his father about paramedic stuff. Probably because his father does not want to talk to him about anything having to do with religion because he knows he's a fruitcake. And he won't go on camera to talk about it. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know enough about the background other than what you've exposed. So,
well,
yeah,
his family are pastors, and his brother is a heavy metal guitar player, and you know his dad is sort of a Mennonite. He goes to a Baptist church, from what I understand, but basically coming right out of Mennonite. When Brian has them down to do an interview, now here's the thing. If I was a pastor and I have brothers who are pastors and I'm doing what I'm doing right now on the internet for the world, the first people that I would invite on my show are going to be my brothers. Okay. People that I know and people who know me. Brian, nada. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you know, you've got your brother out there playing heavy metal Christian music. You got your other brother out there who's running a church. What are you doing there? Nobody has even mentioned you. And that's pretty sad. You know, I mean, a lot of people can lift up Brian for, you know, he's got 30,000 subscribers or something. Other people on the internet who don't really know this guy will lift him up.
That scares me.
Yeah.
The 30,000 scare me.
Well, he's been on for like 10 years.
Yeah, but
nobody.
Earlier in the year, he had 25,000. So around about 5,000 he's gained.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the subscribers that I'm concerned about. It's what they're doing. Like, why is what's concerning me.
Well, I mean, there's
a percentage of them that's probably just to check and see what's going on.
No, but there's a lot of people who like it too. There's a lot of people
follow him.
There's a lot of people who really like the racism thing, and there's a lot of people who think if I'm a Bible believer, I can be an anti-Semite too. You know, I mean, that's the key that he is tapping into.
Yeah,
I mean, he's really tapping into radical Christianity. And then he proclaims himself to be a Bible believing, blah, 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 blah. And there's a lot of radicals out there. I mean, it's actually surprising that he only has 30,000 people. I wouldn't be surprised if he has 300,000 by next year because a lot of people really like that stuff.
Well, you know, the ones that I look at, their subscriptions are quite low.
Yeah.
And it's funny how sometimes you go on live chat and there's only 3 or 4 people there, but it's better doctrine. I mean, at least it's Bible doctrine.
Well, of course. I mean, that's why I'm moving off into more entertainment and also doing Bible doctrine, is because entertainment is going to get more views, and more views, more people sub, and then, you know, I'll have my doctrine in there. But, you know, even things like my movie reviews and things like that, they have like 50 views or something. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous when I'm going off on like hardcore Christian stuff. I don't get views. I want to talk about the Muslims invading Lake Tahoe.
Well,
Oh
I
man.
think interests are changing. I mean, world news is probably more interesting than movies these days.
Yeah, it could be.
Like not very many people do movies anymore, do they?
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I don't know. Well, I'm gonna keep doing it.
yeah.
I think I'm the only guy on the internet who does Christian movie reviews, and I still only get like 50 or 60 views on a thing. That's pretty funny.
Well, there's 50 or 60. That's all
Yeah.
right. Somebody's watching them.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's fine.
I have PureFlix and I find it really hard to get through some of those movies.
Oh yeah, that's my
It's
job. That's
yeah.
my job. I am
So
going to watch the ones and make sure you don't have to waste your time
okay.
clicking on those.
Well,
I
get
go
on
through
it, will
them.
you?
I am getting on it. I've
Okay.
gone through it. I've gone through shit. We got like 60 movies or something. I have movie reviews of about 60 videos on Patreon.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Well, I'm fairly new to your channel. I don't know how long I've been here. 3 months, maybe.
3 months. What are you talking about?
4? 4 months?
You started at the same time as like me and Robert. At least 6 months.
Oh, wow, time flies. No.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was about 6 months.
All right.
Yeah.
I believe you.
No,
I didn't know. Oh,
Well,
right. I remember now. That's right.
Will Brett be part of your live streams in the future as Max?
I can call him and ask him, and we'll see.
Yep.
I mean, right now he's got some things going on, so
Sure.
I talked to him for a good long time. We talked.
That's right. Yeah,
stuff.
I remember now. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, it was one of Brett's chats that. Yeah, he said that Robert Breaker, was going to be on the Max Bauer channel,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I subscribed.
Oh, yeah, that was probably 6-8 months ago. That was a long time.
Okay. Wow, time flies. Yeah.
Yeah, it does fly.
And
yeah,
John
Brett,
mute on his John's muted his mic. And now it's unmuted. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, just if I'm doing something and it makes noise, just not to cut you off, guys. I'll just put my mic on off.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, he knows what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, I would like to have one with a hand mic, like a hand
a handheld
mute, like a push to talk kind of thing, so that you just.
Well, you have that. If you're on the Hangout, you can click to mute your microphone.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean right on my wire or right on my cord, a handheld one.
Is my stream not convenient enough for Valerie?
Well, it's not convenient enough. I'm such a princess.
Oh, no. Do I need to come over there and turn your microphone on and off for you?
By the way, Valerie, you're using your tablet. There is a camera on that. You could still put your camera on.
No, this tablet, the camera's on the back of it. That's why you're seeing black. So it's an older tablet. There's no camera in the front.
Flip your tablet around.
Then I can't see you.
You don't want to see me.
All right.
No, I'm good right now, thanks.
All right.
All right. So, what do you think about the free will deal?
Oh,
the Free Willy? That was a good movie.
I didn't watch it. I don't care about Michael Jackson.
No, Free Willy.
Yeah.
No, I think the free will would be good.
Tuesday,
but if you're gonna,
yeah.
What time you want to pop this up, Mr. Max?
Well, we always do Tuesdays, and that's the planned thing. But I am up for doing things off the cuff whenever. Just shoot me an email on the time that people are ready and the topic, and I can do them whenever. But,
I'll be there.
Yeah. Generally, it's going to be Tuesday is what we go for. Because everyone, Brett and Valerie, Robert, everyone's available at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. So
Is
that's what
Brett
we
gonna
do.
be there?
I'll have to talk to him. I don't know.
Let's
Okay.
recap him a little bit.
Wondering, where's Brett? Where's Brett?
We're repeating ourselves now.
I'll have to talk to him. I talked to him a week ago. Come on now, give me a break.
He's busy.
I don't know what Brett's doing. All right. So that's what we got. Well, I think we're about done. Anyone who had questions, sorry, I'm not going to do a Q&A and go all the way through the whole thing again. Any questions, throw them in the actual comment section down below and not in the chat for people. And thank you, Valerie. Thank you, John. Thank you, everybody who showed up tonight for my little playtime.
It's always
is
nice.
what it comes down to.
Okay.
All
I
right.
hope you're feeling better, Max. Don't let it get to you.
Doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay.
Is he physically using your name in his videos?
Who?
Mr. Dungslinger.
Yeah, he doxed me twice a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Early in the year. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, with that, I guess we're going to leave on that note.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Good night.
I'm going to
Good night, everybody.
turn off the broadcast.